Look at the size of that spot. It's terrible, isn't it? Anyway, my name is Jack. Welcome to Nutrition Bites, and today I just want to quickly talk about the best diet in the world. I know it's a big statement, it's a bold claim, and it's subjective, but I do believe this is one of the best types of diet to follow in terms of health and also body composition, okay, so dropping fat, keeping muscle. And the reason why I thought about it is because it's been in the news this week. You may have seen it, how studies have shown that the Mediterranean diet is actually more effective reducing blood pressure than statins. Now, I'm not saying drop your statins, adopt a Mediterranean diet to stop your kind of high blood pressure or heart disease, but what I'm saying is we can take a lot from this, and I've said this for absolutely ages. And the thing is, this type of diet always features highly on these kind of scales and indices and how it improves health markers, so heart disease, weight loss as well, and all sorts of kind of health factors which are important. And we know to get in better shape, usually you tend to be healthy. Well, not all the time, but it usually goes the other way around, that if you're healthy you tend to be in better shape. But why is this? What makes the Mediterranean diet so good? Well, firstly, I don't really like to label diet, okay? You got people say, oh, I'm a paleo, I'm vegetarian, I'm on the zone diet, slimming world diet. I don't really like that. It's all about kind of finding something which works for you and not really kind of pigeonholing yourself into like a tribe. I really don't like that. And with the Mediterranean diet, it's the same type of thing, okay? Just take kind of the principles from it and make it fit you. So how do you do that? Well, firstly, what's great about it? What's good about it? You eat loads of veg. Before I go on, okay, and I'm rambling again, you've got to think of the Mediterranean diet not like loads of pizza, pasta and stuff like that. You have to think about what they traditionally eat. So we're talking lots of fruit and veg first. And we know the importance of nutrient density if you don't watch that video. We need lots of vitamins, minerals and things like that in our diet, because that's what makes us work properly. And if we work properly, we lose fat. So lots of fruit and veg, we've ticked that one off, okay? The next one, they don't eat much processed meat, okay? They only eat a little bit of red meat. We're talking traditionally here. And again, this is a topic for another day, okay? We talk about red meat and kind of the health and what you can do to stop it being as unhealthy. But a small amount of unprocessed, make sure we're talking about unprocessed meat here, is very good for you. It's got lots of nutrients in it, okay? And it's very high in protein, and there's a lot of benefits to it. Obviously, vegetarian, you're not going to want the red meat, but I'm just talking from like a pragmatic standpoint here, okay? The next one is they have lots of omega-3s in their diets. They have lots of olive oil and things like this, okay? Oily fish. And we also know that this type of food is fantastic for our health. Again, if you watch that fat video, you'll know how it helps with inflammation, it helps with body composition, it helps with protein synthesis, and there's a growing body of research to really show how a diet high in these omega-3s, or oily fish and olive oil, is very healthy and very good for you. So loads of fruit and fish, only a bit of kind of red meat, lots of kind of omega-3s and oily fish, so we're ticking so many boxes here already. The next one is carbohydrates, and they do feature in the Mediterranean diet, which is a good thing, okay? And I really hate it when people sit on either side of the fence. They're either on no carb or loads of kind of carbs. It's one way or the other way. And it's not the case. It's just about being sensible. And if you know what I advocate a lot of exercise, or at least advocate being active. And the primary fuel for exercise is carbs, it's glucose, it's sugar. And this is why you need them. And it's just about being sensible though. It's like any food group. If you eat too much of it, you put on weight, you get fat. And it's the same with carbs. Use them for exercise, but don't eat too many. And the great thing about the Mediterranean diet as well is that they recommend kind of your whole grains, your legumes, your beans, your lentils. And foods like this are firstly really high in kind of fibre, which helps with satiety. It helps you keep you full. So you're less likely to crave food later in the day, so you're not going to eat too much. And it also helps those blood sugar levels, so you're not going to get the crashes and the spikes and things like that. And the other thing is very good for your gut health. So the carbs, okay, add them in. So there you have it. The Mediterranean diet, in my opinion, is kind of the best type of diet to follow. Again, you shouldn't just umbrella this term though. You shouldn't pigeonhole this term. You shouldn't think to yourself, that's the only kind of diet I'm following. It's all about making it work for you, okay? It's just following those simple principles. Eat enough fruit and veg, eat enough kind of protein, get your omega-3s in there, and don't eat too much. Follow these types of principles, and whatever you call this diet, I might call it something different now. I might call it the best diet in the world, Jack's diet, okay? Follow Jack's diet and you'll get in great shape. I've rambled or spoke really quickly. I've had a coffee before this, so if you do have any questions, I'd love to hear them. I've popped a few links in the description as well, which can hopefully help you out. And until next time, stay healthy.